The Stanley Cup Finals shift away from South Florida.
It's nice to contribute to wins.
But not before an action-packed Game 2. Summer snacks.
Focusing on some snacks that are gonna energize us and keep us full.
Tips for how to encourage children out of school to eat healthy at home. And don't forget to hydrate. Experts also share creative ways to keep children safe under the summer heat. These stories and more coming up on Newsbreak.
Hello, South Florida. I'm Benjamin Cure.
And I'm Emma Alonso. Today is Tuesday, June 11th, 2024.
Live from the Lee Kaplan School of Journalism and Media in North Miami, this is Caplin News.
Shot fired. An apartment in Miami going up in flames with a shooting scene hidden on the roof. A man is in custody this morning accused of shooting someone and starting a massive apartment fire.
City of Miami Mayor Francis Suarez says this is the largest residential fire in 25 years. The incident began yesterday morning at Northwest 3rd Street and 4th Avenue in downtown Miami. That's when intense smoke and flames were seen coming from the building. Fire crews then found a man shot in the chest inside one of the apartments. They battled the flames for 8 hours with the help of 126 firefighters, rescuing over 40 people.
We got several calls referencing a fire at this location behind us next to Loomis Park in downtown. We found that one person had been shot. That person has been transported to JMH Hospital. At the same time, our firefighters responded to this fire and saw that this fire was escalating in intensity. They rescued several people, including some people that were rescued from their balconies.
So we had some people who had disabilities and some people who had difficulty trying to get out. We also found some people started sheltering in place, and as a result, we had to check as many doors as we could to try to get everybody out.
A suspect has been taken into custody, and as for the 43 apartment residents, Mayor Francis Suarez says the property management company is renting a hotel for all of them to stay for the next 2 weeks.
This morning's other big story was a big night for Cats fans. The Florida Panthers made a statement last night in the Stanley Cup Final. Evan Rodriguez scored twice in the third period as the Panthers beat the Edmonton Oilers 4-1, taking a 2-0 series lead. Game 3 will be in Edmonton on Thursday. The final score from the Game 2 was Panthers 4, Oilers 1.
Yeah, it's something I've taken pride in my whole career, being able to play up and down the lineup and power play, penalty kill. But yeah, it's nice to contribute to wins. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter who it is. Game 1, Bobby stands on his head. It doesn't matter who it is. We're looking for wins here, and we're happy with the results in our first 2.
It wasn't all good news for Cats fans, as Florida's Alexander Barkov was knocked out midway through the third period after a hit by Leon Draitzel.
Most shark experts will tell you that attacks on humans are anomalies, but many of those same experts point to rising ocean temperatures, pushing sharks to hunt more along coastal feeding grounds now teeming with summer vacation crowds. In recent days, 2 separate shark attacks in the Florida Panhandle injured multiple victims. Caplin's Gloria Selva has more from a doctor who just happened to be on the beach after one of those attacks.
I was very lucky that we had a great medical team of people there. Everybody just seemed to jump in, and I think it was really great human effort, and I'm glad that she survived.
What? They need to get out. Terrifying moments in the waters off the Florida Panhandle. 2 separate shark attacks in Walton County Friday. The first victim, a 45-year-old woman near a sandbar with her husband.
She received significant trauma to the midsection and pelvic area, as well as amputation of her left lower arm.
About 90 minutes later, and 4 miles away, 2 teenagers were attacked, also near a sandbar.
Victim 1 received significant injuries to one upper and one lower extremity.
The second teen had minor injuries to her right foot, said the fire chief.
This time of year is when sharks will move in shallower to feed. They're looking for prey along the beaches.
Damiana Humphrey was in shallow water in May, off Galveston, Texas, when a shark bit her hand.
It was my body's reaction to it that probably saved me.
That reaction was to punch the shark in the face.
The face was the only thing that came up out of the water.
It let her go. Surgeons repaired several torn tendons in her hand, and her recovery continues. Most shark experts point out time of day matters.
Don't go in the water at dusk or dawn because sharks are crepuscular hunters.
And that's when we went, during dusk.
Don't go in the water with jewelry. Don't go in the water with plastic water bottles because that crunching sounds like fish bones. Stay away from river mouths or murky areas.
Bottom line, attacks are rare, but always remain cautious. For Caplin News, I'm Gloria Selva.
A federal judge made a significant ruling in the classified documents case against former President Donald Trump. Judge Eileen Cannon struck a paragraph from the indictment that claimed Trump showed a classified map to a political aide. Defense lawyers argued the paragraph was biased and unrelated to the charges. While the judge did agree, she denied any request to dismiss the charges. The rest of the indictment remains intact. A spokesman for Smith declined to comment last night.
As temperatures rise, drinking enough fluids is one of the most important things you can do to prevent related heat illness. Caplin's Fiorella Mora has some creative ways that parents can help kids stay hydrated this summer.
Much of our body is made up of water. When it's hot outside, we have to refill it, and children can be especially vulnerable to dehydration.
I always get asked how much water should my child have, but dependent on their activity level, their age, it's going to be different.
Signs of dehydration in children include dizziness, drowsiness, dry mouth, sunken eyes, crying with little or no tears, urinating less often, or having fewer wet diapers. To support a child's hydration, take water everywhere you go, says Strong for Life licensed and registered dietitian Catherine Sherry.
Let them pick out their own water bottle. Let them decorate it with stickers so they take ownership of it.
Sherry says to add fruits, veggies, and herbs to the water to make it full of flavor without adding excessive amounts of sugar.
One thing I love to do is when my berries have seen better days in the fridge, I'll mash them up and put them in ice cube trays. And so I'll use that as ice. And as that ice starts to melt, it makes that water more sweet.
Sherry says to avoid sports drinks unless the child is vigorously active in the heat, since food and water can replenish electrolytes without extra sugar and limit use of juice and other high sugar beverages.
There was a meta-analysis published that juice does contribute towards obesity in children. So when thinking about offering it, we want to keep it minimal.
For Caplin News, I'm Fiorella Mora.
A gas station usually doesn't draw this much attention, but everything is bigger in Texas.
That's still ahead, and so is the story.
You eating is a great role model that your child then sees you eating and is more apt to eat those foods and enjoy those foods with you.
With flexible schedules, sometimes eating healthy in the summer is difficult. We have some tips. Newsbreak will be back in 2 minutes.
The black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzz and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
There are a lot of ways to reach out to a friend about their mental health. Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
Bill is a family man. He invests his money wisely and provides a good life for his children. Just one problem. He often opens emails from senders he doesn't know, and his computer is not password protected. One day, Bill checked his bank account and 94% of malware attacks originate from emails. Don't be like Bill. Take your cybersecurity seriously.
Set for the summer with some healthy snacks to fuel all the fun. School's over and the kids are out to play, but veggies, fruits, and protein are still important parts of a healthy diet.
With summer break just beginning, it can be hard to get those picky eaters to choose snacks that are actually good for them. Caplin's Jonathan Mayer has some ideas on how to encourage kids to have healthy snacks at home.
It may be summer break, but it's never time to break with healthy habits.
Routines are usually off. We're having fun with our kids, but it is still important that we are sticking to a semi-routine when it comes to eating.
Strong for Life registered dietitian Catherine Cherry says along with 3 meals a day, kids also need snacks. For older kids, 1 to 2 snacks a day.
The previous one that was going on.
Toddlers up to 3 a day.
We're on the go in the summertime, so we're going to take some snacks with us wherever we're going. We want to be focusing on some snacks that are going to energize us and keep us full. So we should be having at least 2 different food groups, some protein or fat that's filling, some fiber components.
But it's not always easy to find healthy snacks that kids want to eat. So Sherry says to get creative. Some ideas include bananas dipped in yogurt, a cheese stick and orange slices for carbohydrates and energy, cucumber with hummus to dip.
You can freeze them, throw them in the bag, and then they'll thaw in about 1 to 2 hours.
If you want a snack that feels like a treat, try freezing fruit and yogurt. And parents, when on the go, don't forget to pack snacks for yourself.
You eating is a great role model that your child then sees you eating and is more apt to eat those foods and enjoy those foods with you.
For Kaplan News, I'm Jonathan Mayer.
Everything's always bigger in Texas, including the world's largest Buc-ee's gas station. A small town near San Antonio, Texas is now home to the world's largest convenience store, which had a grand opening that took place on Monday. The store is 75,000 square feet, has 120 gas pumps, and claims it has the world's cleanest bathrooms. You're watching Newsbreak, and we're coming right back.
Radcliffe Art and Design Incubator is the velocity accompanying the fellow's rudder, as in a boat. Unless there is movement or action, the planned direction is of little consequence. We encourage the creative ideas into action, and from the experience of doing, we critically assess the feedback, adjust, and set out to rediscover the potentialities of an entrepreneurial mindset.
Stem is precise, no margin for error.
Dare to forget that. Dare to have fun with it. Get weird with it. Dare to send those old STEM theories flying past the neighbor's house into outer space. Dare to program something internet-breaking, record-breaking. Dare to blow their minds. Dare to learn the difference between sedimentary and metamorphic rock. Go find those rocks. Dare to keep daring. Dare to STEM. Check out She Can STEM to get started.
That's all the time we have for Newsbreak. I'm Benjamin Kior.
And I'm Emma Alonso. Get more news anytime at caplinnews.fiu.edu.